Hi, everybody.
Good afternoon. Thank you for joining us today.
Welcome to our YouTube channel.
Highly anticipated, I hope.
And our first Q&A that everybody been asking for. And
Yes.
we love that you guys are so interactive and had so many questions for us. But we wanted to give you an opportunity to get us to know us better.
Yes.
More than 60 seconds on TikTok.
Yes.
So we made this channel.
Yes.
Here we are.
Yes.
Should we start?
Yes.
All right.
We're here. Let's go. This is why we get along so well. We're stupid.
We're crazy.
Yeah, don't mind us. Don't mind us. But let's begin.
Who are we?
Who are we?
Who are we?
Well, you're the La, I'm the Edwards.
Yeah.
The 2211 is the date that we got married, reversed.
Right.
We got married on 11/22 for those that didn't catch that, went over your head.
Or the German way, it's 2211 actually.
Okay. Overseas in the Europe side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because you say first the date and then the month.
Oh, nice. Okay, I didn't know that. Learn something new every day. See? All right. Anyway, let's get back to it. Let's jump right into the questions.
Hold on. Why am I the law?
Why are you the La?
Yeah.
Oh, in our name?
Well, they're like, oh, is her name La? No, my name is Sarah.
No.
This is Jeremy. My maiden name is Lakota.
Yeah.
So that's why the La.
In LaEdwards.
Edwards.
And my last name is
Edwards. So we LaEdwards.
LaEdwards.
Sounds kind of fancy. So here we are. Let's start.
Anyway, let's get right into it. First question. How did you guys meet? You want to tell? You want to go first?
Hi. So I graduated in Michigan. And then after that, I moved to Florida. And my first job here in Florida was an outside sales rep. Awful, by the way, because it's very hot, okay?
Florida summer heat.
Florida summer heat is horrible. I moved here in
different.
like end of May and it was burning.
Different.
Anywho, you go to business and they, try to sell you stuff, which I walked into this business and I got to know him. So.
Well, you really wasn't trying to get to know him.
No, I really didn't.
So she was, let's just put it like this. She walks into my business. One of my fellow employees comes to the back, says, Jeremy, there's a very fine young lady up front that I feel like you might be interested in. I said, man, listen, I don't got time for that. I'm busy. He said, just take a peek. So, took a peek and like what I saw. So, what I do, had to go powder my nose real quick. Flew up front, was like, hey, I'm Jeremy. She was looking for the manager, so of course I played the manager that day.
So I hit him with the best paid sales pitch I ever had. And he just like looked over me and didn't even look at me. And I was like, hello. So he looked down at me, he was like, you wanna come into my office? And I was like, okay. So we walked in the back and it was a desk. That's it. A desk and a bag.
Whatever, it's my office.
And I was like, this is your office? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, it doesn't even have chairs.
It's my little section.
Oh, well, I kept going with my sales pitch and he was not interested at all.
But it's funny because she was trying so hard to sell me on something, and my exact words to her was, listen, I'm not trying to hear anything you are selling me right now. I don't, just save it. I need to get to know who you are. That's it.
He's like, what's up with you?
What's up with you? That's what I said.
And I was not interested. I was not having it. For me, it was just business. I didn't want to, I didn't come there to get to know somebody. I wanted to sell. I wanted to make money. So he told me to come with him to lunch the next day, which I agreed on because in my mind it was a business lunch, which I made pretty clear by paying for my own food, which he did not like at all.
Nope. I was like, what are you doing? Like, put your money away. No.
This is separate. This is not a date. Just to make that clear.
Let's keep this clear. I'm not with him, but we're gonna sit at the same table.
Pretty much.
I'm not with him, but we're just
Single
gonna
guys.
we're just gonna sit at the same table, so it's all right.
But yeah, that was pretty much it, and then the rest is history.
Yeah, here we are.
Yeah.
Bling bling.
Next question: how long did you guys wait to get married, or how long have you guys been married?
Ooh, good question.
So that's a good question. We have not waited long until we got married.
No.
We moved in together, we got engaged, and we married within the same year. No joke.
Yes.
And some people, have comments for it, and we didn't care because clearly we work pretty well with each other. And time just doesn't matter. Like unless you're I would say 16, 17, 18,
That's a little different.
That's a little different. But we're in that age where we are mature and we knew what we wanted. So when we got to know each other, we knew okay, I told my best friend, I'm I'm either going to marry this man or he's going to break my heart. And I married him.
Yeah. So, there's no, like she said, there's no time limit.
Right. Don't waste time just because somebody says oh, maybe you should wait. There's people who have been together for 10, 15, 20 years and break up for some nonsense. Or you could meet somebody tomorrow and it's a love of your life for the rest of your life.
Exactly.
So that doesn't matter.
Exactly. So that don't matter. And then the whole marriage thing, like she said, been together. Some people been together for years, get married and get divorced within 2 months.
Right.
The ring changed everything, but
which is nonsense.
exactly.
Oh well.
So
Next
question.
How did he propose and why there?
Ooh, let me hold that. So when one of my boys was actually getting married, we actually went up to New York, and me knowing that New York was the first destination that she seen when she came here from Germany, that was a very special experience for her. So I kind of thought in my head, all right, maybe I should propose to her in New York City, being that it's going to be the second time she's been there. So I want her second time to be just as special as her first time. So it was only natural for me to just propose to her right there in New York City, right in the middle of Times Square.
Yeah.
Thousands of people out there.
It was perfect. And he was so nervous. Oh my God. I could not recognize him that night.
I was like this, my underarms were sweating.
I asked him a question, he would just stutter around, and I wanted to take pictures, and he just moved around me, behind me, and I was like, what are you doing? What is wrong with you today? And then I found out why. I was like, oh, you were nervous.
Yeah, I was nervous.
Okay.
And I told her, and I told her, I was like, listen, do I got to get down on his knee? Do I got to crease this Jordan up?
He really did ask me that. I could not believe it.
But
if you don't get your ass down there.
Yeah, I got down there and I proposed to her, and people was cheering, and she was crying her eyes out. So, that's, I just wanted to make it memorable for her for her second trip to New York.
It was pretty perfect.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know what I'm saying?
Next question. How long have you lived in the U.S.? It's been 6.5 years. In September, it's going to be actually 7 years.
Nice.
Yeah, been a long time.
Lucky 7. It's it.
Next question.
Do you have kids, or you plan on having kids, and when?
This is a question that every married couple is getting the first moment after they get married. I feel like once we walk down the aisle, people were like, so
when are the kids coming?
When are the kids coming? You guys want to have kids? Can we cut the cake first? Or it was this is the most asked question, which is understandable too, but at the same time, slow down.
Yeah.
But we do want to have kids.
We have one already.
Yeah, we actually do. His name is Charlie. He's sleeping.
Well, you're looking at us crazy.
We woke him up. But he is a white lab. He's almost 2. He's very needy.
You heard that? That's him. He don't like when we talk about
But we love them very much. So
Yeah.
that's our chat right now. But we do plan on having kids.
Yeah, 2, 3.
Maybe 4. Like once you have 3, you might as well have 4.
She won a whole basketball
Like
team.
I don't want to like have an
starting
uneven
5.
number.
Uneven number. I never heard of such.
When
When?
we don't plan, what happens happens.
Exactly.
Well, we'll see.
Exactly. We'll be ready.
Surprise.
We'll be prepared. And
Yeah,
ready.
we're ready.
So, how were the families with the interracial relationship situation?
That's a good question.
For me, it's nothing new.
He's
It
been dating white girls.
Yeah, man, I've been doing this for a while. Call me the snowman for no reason. They'll call me the snowman for no reason. Young Jeezy. Hey.
Don't listen to him.
But yeah, for me and my family, they so used to it that it's not a big deal at all. So,
Yeah, my family, like, I always went for like a darker type of man, like the Italy kind of side, like the south of Europe. But when I came to America, I knew what I wanted. So we don't really have like African American men in Germany, so but they were fine. Like we were like at our wedding, for example, we were like thinking, we weren't concerned about it, but we were thinking like, oh, how they're gonna mix, how like is it gonna work? But looking back at the videos, it's like they're having fun. Like they're drinking, they're dancing, they're even talking over Google Translator because they can't understand each other, but they're kind of like making it work, and it's just beautiful. Like our family literally got into one. Like, and even now they ask about each other, and
exactly.
like still connected. So we really love that. There's no issue in that at all.
The next question is, they want to know, how did you get into America?
Oh, I saw that question. When I saw it, I was like, how did I get to America? Sneak through the border. No, I came here.
The Nina, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria. All that
I came here as an au pair, which is kind of like a nanny. And it's a program you can enter. If you have more questions about it, feel free to ask. And I only plan to do it for a year, but here we are 7 years later. Next question.
Who does the cooking? Bing, 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 bing,
Moi.
I only
me.
cook on special dishes. That's all I do.
His mac and cheese is legit.
Yeah, I only do
And his
special.
lasagna.
Yeah, that's it.
Those are good.
But on a regular day-to-day,
It's me. I love to cook. I love to try out everything and new recipes and all kinds of things. Like I have new recipes that were horrible and they were like, but
we made it.
it happened.
We're still alive.
We ordered a pizza. It was all good.
Right?
So,
We're still alive.
but yeah, I love to cook, and I'm a pretty good cook, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen, she uses all the spices.
I do.
And maybe a little bit too spicy when it comes to.
He's like.
I hate hot food.
Yeah, he hates, and I love
really.
spice.
Yeah.
I love spice.
But what we got next? How long did it take for you to learn English?
I never stopped learning, honestly. Clearly. Still don't know a few words, how to pronounce them right. But
It's definitely a miracle. Definitely a miracle. Yeah, I'm gonna stop messing with you. Stop messing.
When I came here, I thought I know English. I definitely thought so. Turned out I did not at all. But after when you come here as an au pair, you don't know who you're going to live with, who you're going to associate with. You don't know anybody. You come here by yourself with one suitcase. And you're thrown into a family that only speaks English. So the only choice we have is trying to understand and speaking English. So after 2 months, I think, I could form a whole sentence and not only say good, great, thank you, so those were my favorite words. Great, thank you, good.
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 Like, you stink. Good.
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's
So good to see you.
That's funny.
But yeah, after like 2 months, you know, and then after like 2 years, I would say I was fluent, where I now don't have to think about what I'm saying anymore. I might pronounce them wrong, but people just figure it out. Usually don't, correct me. But then I met him, thank goodness, and he's a great teacher.
That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, he does make fun of me at first because he laughs out loud.
What you say?
And I know I did something wrong, but then he corrects me. So, yeah.
Google it. It's the Google queen right here.
I Google everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
But that pretty much sums up all the questions that we've seen so far.
Oh, I know one more. People have been asking me where I'm from Germany. I'm from the northwest. West. Which is Wolfsburg. Wolfsburg. So yeah, it's a Volkswagen city. So that's where I'm from. Let us know where you're from, even from America or Germany, or we had some from Turkey. And from Greece. Hawaii. Yeah. So let us know where you're from. Drop them in the comments. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask us too.
Drop them in the comments.
We're happy to answer them. We try to answer them all as good as we can. Sorry if the video got a little bit long.
A little bit lengthy. We try to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, but there was a lot of questions we tried to answer.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Thank you again for subscribing.
Thank you.
We appreciate the love.
Like the comment.
Like the comment.
Like the video.
Leave comments.
Leave the comments.
Share.
Subscribe. And thank you so much for watching. Thank you for all the support and love you show us on TikTok, on Instagram, and on here. We love you all.
Thank you
so much.